Earlier this week, Chris and Eric sat down to discuss the league, the 2010 campaign, and also to make certain commentary about certain owners. We opened the first show with no better place than to talk about the opponent to you in the Super Bowl, Mr. Mike Smallers. Here, Eric will get into why he believes that Mike was not capable of converting this into his first Super Bowl championship.
Clearly, there's no place to start with other than the big one.
Okay.
Did Mike Smallers really deserve to be there?
Well,
This was the purest form of smoke and mirrors that has ever graced the Super Bowl. Wow. It happens. And hey, he got himself there. You cannot take anything away from the man. But that team was not built to win a Super Bowl.
Hey, the other people would say Mike's paid his dues. You know, he had interchangeable parts, and it came down to making those decisions. He did not make the right decisions on Super Bowl Sunday. So that's the thing. That was a matchup type of a team, and you had to be sharp, soup to nuts, to manage that team up. And let's be honest,
I would agree.
fantasy football was all a luck factor. Managing up what?
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Matt Forte. Okay.
That's the thing you can control. Having decisions is great, except when you need to make it when it counts.
Yeah.
Right?
But everybody was high on Jennings. Go pick him up. Okay, he picked him up. I snoozed, no doubt. That was
a mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
That was
no
a
doubt.
very glaring mistake.
That was taking your eye off the ball in the most critical time of the season.
That was kind of like laying down, almost like I'm not going to pay attention.
I'll
use Christmas Eve and whatnot as an excuse. But there it is, because you were told the night before by none other than me. That's right, me.
Osama to
I
Saddam.
told you. You
I
must
can't
back
feel
up.
on that red phone that we have, specially made for such
I
things.
told you after the, what was it, Wednesday night you guys came over?
Yeah.
Wednesday night. Pick them up. And
Yeah.
you laughed.
Yeah.
MJD
I felt
never misses a game.
I felt so superior too, with Mike Vick as my security blanket,
Well, that's plenty to feel secure about. But
resting softly on those pillows.
only 26 points.
Yeah.
That's still better than most quarterbacks.
Meanwhile, Jay Cutler on my bench, not too shabby.
Well, let's not talk about Jake. He's been on your bench all year. For
Well, I just gotta, I'm just trying to get the history right.
You can't trust him.
Yeah, well, I never really had to, unfortunately. Yeah, so
So-
there's Mike Smallers. You throw them out and you say, okay.
Well, we'll start at the top.
And now, on to Mr. Brian Ornstead and what he put together for this year. You'll find these comments amazing, hilarious, but dead on.
Brian Armstead.
Onstead. Yep.
You know, the fella with a penchant for buggery.
He has a penchant for just making some type of activity, flurry.
Yeah, he had a foolproof plan this year.
To not do that.
Foolproof plan to capture both parts of backfields, of guys splitting. Now, why do you want to split? I don't know. But he thinks he'll have, if one guy goes down, he's in a good situation. Hence, Ricky Williams and Ronnie Brown. Bust and bustier.
Yeah, and that'd be the one where I might almost be convinced to do it, but I don't like that strategy.
And then New Orleans, again. Bush and Pierre Thomas. He got nothing out of these guys.
Yeah.
Javid Best started out on fire and became very, very, not even lukewarm. We're talking cold water.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yep.
We had nothing there. No running
Does
backs.
Brian have the eye of the tiger? I'm going to throw it out there. Does he have the eye of the tiger to really make a play at this? I mean, is he a guy to be... I'm talking year to year.
I'll tell you. This is the thing about Brian. Going into the draft, he has done more research than anyone I know. He calls me nightly, calls Rob nightly, talks and talks, analyzes. comes up with strategies, changes strategies. And then we go into the draft, and he executes a strategy that we didn't talk about. Like
It's a hybrid.
We don't know where he was going with this.
He's all about the hybrid.
Yes.
Which is not usually a good thing.
So he's going to change it up again next year, I'm sure. He'll do something different.
We'll see what happens.
God love him for trying.
Yeah.
He could stumble onto the perfect formula.